Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Can we make the background pink? I think that's pink. Let's try that. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic whatever fucking day it is. It's Valentine's Day. It's Monday. I don't fucking know. We're going to start off today's stream with talking about Season 12. And what I think after 1 week of playing Season 12. So, Season 12 kicked off with relatively stable first day, and then the second day everything went to shit. Wait, what the fuck? Yo, what? Whoa, what the fuck? Why am I selected Valk? Oh my god, bro. It's not an Apex new season unless something's breaking. I fucking hate this game. And then they fix it on later on the second day. Been playing a lot of Season 12. I've been streaming every day, and we've been doing a lot of it. So let's start off. Actually, I got the patch notes in front of me so that I can go over everything with you guys.
Here, I'm no legend. I'm a bloody warlord.
Let's start off with Mad Maggie. Probably my favorite legend released since Fuse, I think. When Fuse came out, Fuse was really incredibly fun to play. I've always been a big fan of the demolition type character, so it's really great. I played Fuse to 1,000 kills, and I really enjoyed him. He was just a lot of fun. And Maggie is a different kind of fun. Maggie is a really aggressive legend. Everything about her, from her passive to her tactical to her wrecking ball, everything about her is super, super aggressive. Almost cracked, 33. Oh, he's got gold, he's got gold, he's got gold. Beat his ass, beat his ass.
Time flies when you kill him. Took down an enemy.
Oh! I'm burning both of them. Hold on. Fight back! Fight back! Fight back! Fight back! Fight back! A couple things with Maggie. I think that the passive is relatively balanced. I don't know why Maggie needed wall hacks as a passive. I think they could have just left her alone with the shotgun speed boost. Maybe reloading shotguns a bit faster and replacing the wall hacks, I think, would be a little bit better. I think wall hacks need to disappear from the game, or at least have a massive overhaul. And maybe I'll make a video on that about that someday as well. But I think specifically for Maggie, I don't understand why she needed wall hacks. Like, there's nothing about being a warlord that includes wall hacks. Her tactical, I do have a video being edited right now about damage dealing tacticals. So I'm not going to say too much on her tactical. What I will say is that the damage needs to be massively reduced down to, say, 50. Instead of 160, I think that's a little much. So reduce her damage down to 50. And I think it'll do pretty well. I think it's a really great opportunity to kind of punish campers and rats that are in buildings and stuff like that. But I also think it makes sense for a character like Maggie, who's meant to get up close and personal, with her shotgun ability, and you'll often be using a SMG with her. So being able to really knock down your opponent after you've weakened them enough and they have to go back and heal, that little quick thing. But I definitely think reducing the max damage on it and then making the damage tick up incrementally in like 2 damage instead of 4-8-4-8. It needs to go 2-2-2-2-2-2 until a max of 50. Her wrecking ball, probably the most balanced of her abilities. I don't think I would change anything. The speed boosts are really good. The little knockback that it does and the explosions is really nice. And Doesn't do a ton of damage. It's just really meant to disorient the opponent and let you push in on them. I think that's fantastic. I will say, if Respawn ever watches this video, please turn down the speed boost sound for those damn pads for Maggie's ultimate. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Those things are so loud. They're so obnoxiously loud, and it lasts so long. I think turning down that volume would help a lot. But other than that, I really enjoy Maggie. I can't wait to finish the 1,000 kills on her. She's just been really fun to play.
Okay, let's get this party started.
Control. I think it's pretty obvious that Control is going to be a permanent mode. I don't think they're going to keep it temporary. I think it's going to be the new permanent mode next to Arenas. Control's pretty boring. It's pretty, it's pretty, I liked it for the first 2 matches. I think over the past week, I've played it maybe a total of 10 times, and it just started to bore the shit out of me. As a mode, it's incredibly too snowbally. Once your opponent gets past a certain lead, taking back that lead is nearly impossible. They've all got better guns. They've all got care package weapons. It's just an overall snowbally type of game mode, which is par for the course in capture point type game modes, I think. It's very difficult to, when you introduce multiple capture points, it's very difficult to push back your opponent and take the lead back. I think that a traditional King of the Hill style by having 1 capture point would have been fine. I don't know about 3. I think 3 is a little bit too much. But you know, it is what it is. We're stuck with it. I've seen a lot of complaints about loadouts in the game. Yeah, the loadouts need a bit of work. I think being able to select your own loadout would be nice. You know, if you've got an opponent that's like sitting on top of a hill and hitting you guys with charge rifles and stuff like that, I think it's incredibly important that we focus up on being able to actively fight the enemy team in better ways. Switching legends mid-game is really good, but I think being able to customize the loadouts are also really good. Other things about Control, I think the respawning is a little bit too slow. I think you should be able to set an option to default respawn at the closest point to the enemy bases, right? So like if you've got A as your main base and you guys have captured B, I would like to just default my spawn to B. So I can spawn in B, and you know, and if I want to change it, then I can. But I want a default, right? I want to just press a button that says spawn and immediately respawn, right? And then if I need to go onto the loadout screen stuff, I could do that. Other than that, I like the balances of having you queue as a 3-man squad and then partnered with 2 other 3-man squads. I think it's important to make sure for balance purposes, right, that you can't queue up with 8 friends, right, and go start raffle stomping lobbies. Again, we know it's gonna be permanent. If it's not permanent, I think the entire community is gonna be surprised. But I guess we'll see whenever it gets the end of 3 weeks. The 3rd anniversary event has not started yet. Of course, I think it starts tomorrow. Don't quote me on that. But we're getting the 3 packs, plus if you don't already have the legend unlock, you get them for free. Octane, Watson, and then Valkyrie. Very random to just throw Valkyrie in there. I don't know why it wasn't Crypto. You know, Octane Season 1, Watson Season 2, Crypto Season 3, but what the fuck do I know? Free packs, which do count towards your heirloom total, so, you know, might as well take them while we got them.
Dastardly sneak attack orchestrated by Mad Maggie has wreaked havoc on Olympus.
The map updates on Olympus. Olympus is still Olympus. Nothing changed, really. Olympus is still fucking Olympus. It's still way too goddamn big. It's still very difficult to find people past round 1 until you start getting into the smaller rings. There's still a lot of choke points at Olympus too, depending on the ring placements. Olympus is still Olympus. It's still, I wouldn't say it's my least favorite map now that I've played Stormpoint for a while. I think Stormpoint definitely takes that cake. But there's nothing really changed about Olympus. Like they'll tell you, oh, there's a couple new POIs, and then we kind of changed up the way that this entryway worked, and it's still Olympus. It's still it's still either you hot drop or take forever to fight. Everybody still goes to Estates, PS5, and occasionally Oasis, right? Everybody still goes to the same places, Fight Night. You know what I mean? Other than that, you're searching forever and ever. The best thing to do if you're the kind of person like me is to find a trident and then W key that trident until someone starts shooting you. There were Storm Point updates in the patch notes, but we haven't gotten the chance to play Storm Point yet, so I'm not going to be going over any of that. Ranked update. I don't play that shit. Go watch a Noko Puffs video or something. I don't have anything for you for ranked. I have no idea what it's about. The legend balances. The crypto change. The crypto change was pretty ass. I tested it out in the firing range. You can only throw the crypto drone like maybe 25 meters, I think. I don't even think it's that far. I think it's like up to 25 meters. It was so bad. It's so short of a distance. It's so bad. What I was expecting you to be able to throw it and it just keep going. I don't know why they didn't do that. Why it didn't just keep going until either you hit a key to stop it or it hit a wall or other type of geometry and then did its like wall camera thing. The other thing, I'll see if I can find this when I'm editing this video. If I can find it, there was a clip in the trailer for the buff where when it hit the wall, it did a wall camera mode and it would like go into the wall. But it doesn't do that. What it does is instead it just flips around and then hovers there. So it doesn't like hide itself in the wall so that maybe you could get like a little bit more security or something. It doesn't do that at all. So that's pretty ass. The HUD change on it is nice. Those are really cool. The increase to the FOV is pretty decent. Other than that, it's just not as good as I was expecting it to be. I haven't played Crypto himself yet. But just what I've tested in the firing range isn't that great. And I've fought Cryptos and you still shit all over the damn Crypto. Like he's just, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more that needs to be done with Crypto, and maybe I'll make a video on it someday, but Crypto's just, he's still not very good. The caustic changes were great. I think it was a perfect balance for the caustic changes. I don't mind it. I think it's really, 150 HP to destroy an activated trap is plenty. It still makes Caustic a threat without making him like unbearable to fight against. You could do things like throw Maggie's ult into a Caustic barrel or tactical into a Caustic barrel. You can throw fuse and grenades and stuff in and break Caustic barrels. So you have the opportunity to disable the traps before you get into the building. You know what I mean? And still, still have an opportunity to push. I hate that there were only 2 legend changes. A Watson buff, a Mirage buff, a fucking Loba buff maybe. Some buffs would have been nice to see. I don't think any character besides Caustic really needed a nerf. So it would have been really cool to see some other buffs thrown in there. Maybe some quality of life changes. Maybe some voice lines for Bloodhound that let them tell you how long a clue's been up when they ping it. You know what I mean? Instead of just enemy been here or a battle has been here. Like actually saying 32 seconds ago something happened here. You know what I mean? So some quality of life changes. Maybe changing. I think the Wraith bug for when you vault off a wall while you're queuing is still in effect. We could get rid of that, I think. Just the lack of legend changes really disappointed me this season. We got quite a few weapon changes. The alternator's back on the ground. I'm really happy about that. I'm really excited about the weapon changes for the alternator being back on the ground. Vault in the care package. I have used the vault several times out of the care package. It is still really fun to use. It's still a very good mid-range SMG. So get you a vault out of a care package, slap a bruiser on that bitch, go to town. Absolutely shredding people, bro. Absolutely shreds. At 17 damage a bullet, it's pretty strong. The kinetic feeder is a new hop-up that got added for the triple take of Peacekeeper. I have had the kinetic feeder on several times, and I've never used it. It says that it speeds up choke time. I thought it did it automatically, but you have to slide and ADS, and then it does it like really quickly. Like instead of it does like, you know what I mean? So that's really cool. The automatic reload is really cool, but I haven't used it. What I'm saying is that I've had it on the gun, and I've not been in a position that I have needed to use it, right? Like I might slide and reload, but I'm sliding while reloading. So the automatic reloading is not helping me that much. You know what I mean? Generally, I don't, I don't use it. It's a neat sounding idea, but I don't think anybody has significantly used it. Maybe it's different with the triple take. I don't know. I mainly just use the PK. The hammer points coming back and also being able to be attached to the RE45 is great. I haven't found a single fucking hammer point the entire time I've been playing. They might as well have made that bitch gold. I think it was in the crafter a couple days ago, and I crafted it, put it on my Mozambique, got a few kills with it. But like I haven't found one just on the ground. Like hammer points are almost nowhere to be seen, despite the fact that they are attachable to all the pistols except Wingman. Mozambique is a shotgun pistol, but you know what I mean, right? Shattercap. The Shattercap change for the hop-ups, being able to passively affect hip fire for the 30-30 and bow check. That was a pretty cool change when I read it. I have since then used the bow check a couple times, but have not had the hop up on it. In Control, I used the bow check with the hop up on it, and I found myself missing more, surprisingly. I don't know if it's just because I'm not used to the shatter caps being passive, but I still think it's a good change. The triple take got nerfed. It removed the projectile growth from bullets, making it harder to hit people from long range, and it reduced from 23 to 21, changing the damage from 69 to 66. It's still a powerful gun. I have been absolutely dicked on by triple takes already, several times, I think, actually. I have gotten triple take to the head and just absolutely blasted by them. So it's still a powerful gun. The flatline got nerfed and then put in a crafter. I don't know what that shit was about. But the crafter is meaningless. It takes 30 craft mats. So all you got to do is open one pill and open one pill, activate one harvester, and you're done. You're done. 30 is how long, right? 30 is, that's it. You've got it, and you've got 2 boxes of ammo, and then you're good to go. So if you want a flatline's still your favorite gun, just land somewhere where there's a crafting zone, and you got it. You've got the flatline, all the ammo you could ever want. The Rampage got its nerf from 28 to 26. Completely meaningless nerf. Mathematically, it still takes the same amount of bullets to kill somebody. I've still been shit on multiple times by the Rampage from people, especially people who are off in the distance. You know what I mean? Still been shit on by this fucking gun. I've still been dicked down multiple times. I have been killed by people who miss 90% of their clip to hit me with the last 10 bullets and still kill me. It's just not good. The medkit market got lowered. The medkit craft got lowered from 20 to 15. Yeah, I don't care. And then there was all the bug fixes and stuff. Let's talk about some of the more hidden things that I didn't really read in the patch note, that I didn't even see in the patch notes. But there was quite a bit of stuff that got added. Characters will now say if they cracked an enemy shield, and it'll show up in the kill feed. Cracking someone's shield and the rest of your team knowing without you having to call it off is a massive improvement. It seems like a lot of times when they add quality of life fixes, they tend to throw in 1 or 2 things to try to improve the solo queue experience, and they're slowly working on it. But it is shit. It is completely shit. The solo queue experience, that is still complete shit. But they're upgrading it, right? So now you know when your opponent has cracked when your opponent has cracked a shield. You know when your teammate's downed, etc., etc. So that's all good. I think you also call out when you've been cracked, but I'm not sure. I think I've heard it a couple times. I haven't really paid attention. I usually die too quickly. But I wanted to just go over that. So that's it for my first week impressions of Season 12. I will try to see you guys toward the middle of the season after the inevitable middle of the season patch notes come out. And we'll see how those turned out. And then we'll try to do another reaction at the end of the season. But for now, thank you all for hanging out here on the YouTube videos. And if you want to catch the stream, which is about to happen for the rest of this live stream, then definitely head over to the links in the description. You guys know how that goes. Other than that, I love you guys so much, and remember, stay shiny.